right, it's Mount Pele Day. There it is. Time to conquer the mountain. We got off the bus. We're hiking up the road. Apparently the trailhead is this way. Looks cloudy.
I did download this area
and rainy.
Like I made it like a download on my phone. So as long as we can get
I think it's gonna be awesome. You can see the Atlantic off through the clouds, a little bit of land. We're definitely up in the clouds. Yeah, I'm not really sure. I don't even think that was half of the hike. So I think this is gonna be a good long one today. This is it, you made it to the top. Further to the trailhead. Into the clouds.
It's muddy right there.
Linda, you might as well go ahead and step in the mud.
So we got, if we want to make it to there, looks like about 550 meters up. So
We started hiking up into the mist with hopes of finding the trail that goes around the rim of the Caldera, and also another trail that descends in and out of the Caldera. Mount Pele is an active volcano that had a devastating eruption in 1902, destroying the town of Saint-Pierre and killing around 30,000 people.
Don't step where I just stepped. Make your next step very carefully.
Oh, she makes it look easy. Hold on.
You did good.
Put your feet close to Zach's feet.
So we're now hiking around the Caldera up on top of the volcano, and not only are we in the clouds, we're in the rain clouds. It's raining. but we're trudging along. It's a little muddy. My feet are a little muddy, but it's all right. So we think, wow, that's the Caldera, and that it's just straight down right there. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh wow. Yeah. Wow. I'm going to walk close over here. There we go. Man, look at that. What do you think, Lindy?
Yeah.
Moving right along. I wish we could have seen it a little bit better. I bet that's stunning. Maybe we'll get a view. So this is the part, like in many of our hiking videos, where Lindy goes one way and I go the other. And inevitably I say, wow, Lindy is so smart. We should have never done anything but what she decided. Got Mike and Jen with me.
Always up for an adventure?
Yes, and we're now going straight up. We've literally been climbing up rocks straight up, I don't know, for 20 minutes or more. Out of breath, and into the clouds. It just keeps going straight up. So yeah. Ooh. Oh, look at that. There's all kinds of peaks just sticking up into the mist. You can see how steep it is. Jen's like below us. Wow. Just like that, we've got a view again.
Mount Pele is a few hundred feet shorter than the highest point in the Eastern Caribbean at Grand Soufriere in Guadeloupe, where we did the extremely difficult hike to the waterfalls a few weeks back. This portion of our Mount Pele hike was definitely rivaling the difficulty of our hike in Guadeloupe. And of course here we were getting to the caldera at the top of the volcano, where in Guadeloupe we were only hiking on the sides of Grand Soufriere.
So there's where we were just standing, just on the other side of that ridge. I guess this is part of the caldera. So eventually we're gonna hike down into it. And I've been looking forward to that.
I think coming up is going to be the hardest section of the day.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking straight down and it doesn't end.
Okay, well, let's get to it. Here's what Mike has seen, and he's starting to go down. Okay, yeah. Wow, this is pretty cool.
The further we hiked into the caldera, the more eerily quiet it became, as we were protected from the whipping winds of the slopes and peak.
And you can see the terrain that we're going through. It's basically straight up and down. Pretty hard trail. Everything is covered in this moss. Look at the little droplets of water everywhere. Sort of see the bottom down there. Some interesting formations and a whole lot of mist and clouds. So Lindy heard us. We've just got to go down there and then back up there. She only looks like she's about 1,000 feet in the air from down here. Nothing big.
We need a bridge.
All right, this is it. This is the bottom. Now we just gotta climb way up there to where we saw Lindy. Wow, down here just everything is covered by moss. Look at these tree ferns with moss all in them. Just moss is covering all this. That's crazy looking. All right. Oh, hey Mike. And now we're going straight back up again. I see light at the end of the tunnel. Oh. Wow. Oh. We made it. Oh. Oh. We made it.
Reunited.
All right, what do you think of your decision, Lindy? Do we look like we're beat?
A little bit.
Yeah, it was hard. And we're not done yet.
I know.
We've got to go and get out.
Wow, that was a tough hike. but very beautiful and interesting even with the lack of visibility. Although Lindy did come up with a rule for the rest of the cruising season, after the difficult hikes here and in Guadalupe.
Lindy says no more volcanoes for this cruising season, so we're on to volcanoes for some other time. Okay, we're leaving Saint-Pierre, both pretty sore. Mount Pele fading away behind us. That was certainly a challenge. We're heading to Saint Anne today, all the way on the south side where we first arrived to Martinique. Got the main up, motor sailing out with Sanitas. The wind indicator was working for a couple of days after it didn't work on our last passage. So, but now it's not working. So I'm trying to figure that out, and hopefully that'll go well. We'll see. Yeah, no luck with the wind indicator. I mean, when we were at anchor, it was working, but I've tried all kinds of disconnecting things, reconnecting things, restarting things. I think when we get to Saint Anne, you know, we've got La Marine right there. They've got all kinds of boat services. We'll go buy some new cables and try switching some things out. See if we can't get it working again. Pretty annoying though. Not a big deal right now because there's no wind. Or just a little bit of wind directly behind us, yeah. But when we turn the corner, we're probably gonna have some sailing wind. We'll just have to either judge it for ourselves, or we'll just watch what Sanitas does with their sail configurations and call and ask them for wind indicator updates. You can always spot dolphins from the dolphin watching tour. and the boats quickly coming to them. Pretty big pod.
After our few days in Saint-Pierre, we were now about 4 months into this cruising season, and about 4 months to go to the thick of hurricane season. Saint Anne would be a good place to regroup and figure out the rest of the year.
Wind indicator mysteriously started working, and the wind finally moved around to where we could sail. So we're sailing past Fort de France. We've still got about an hour and a half until we get to the south point where we turn the corner. And yeah, moving right along. A little rainy. Can't even really see Fort de France anymore. We're going by some of the bays here near the southwest point of Martinique that we anchored in earlier. Moving along nicely. It'll be interesting to see what the wind is over on the south side. In the mist, we're almost to the south side. We made it around the point. Sailing by Diamond Rock, or Darth Vader as we like to call it. We're able to point right at Saint Anne, which we can't see with the wind angle, so that's great. Moving along. There's the point of Martinique. Awesome. Wind indicator back to not working. Oh, good. Lindy's working the main. How's it look, babe?
Yeah. Looks good.
rainy, but after our little motor sailing, this has actually turned into a great day of sailing. See, pretty much as good as we could hope for. St. Anne and all the sailboats just ahead. Yeah, that's it right up there. Looks like there's still a ton of boats here, just like last time. Indicator's saying all kinds of crazy stuff that's not accurate. Here we are, sailing on up. You can see into Le Marin there. This is St. Anne. Come full circle from our first real stop of the cruising season after we left Grenada. Sitting the anchor down. And he's putting on the snubber. Back in St. Anne. Awesome day of sailing. Very awesome. So many boats here. It's wild. Nice.
Stay tuned for our next episode where we do some boat repairs, figure out our upcoming cruising plans, and hang out around the awesome town of St. Anne.
What'd you think, Lindy?
Yeah.
Are you tired?
A little bit.
On track.
Oh, whoops.